Happy Friday, everybody. Hope you're doing great. It is March 28th. Joe, how is your NCAA bracket looking right now?
My bracket's looking Murph, hanging in there slightly, but it's not looking great. How about you?
Terrible, terrible. I just sent you $20 and I might as well just burnt that. That was brutal. That was brutal. All right.
Yeah.
Well, let's get this going here. So, it was Fed's favorite gauge of inflation came out today. PCE came a little hot. Inflation is sticky. That was a big headline. 2.8 versus 2.7. Again, these small numbers don't seem like a bunch, but it really does make a difference. And it's more about the psychology than anything. And you can see the market has really kind of taken a dive today. Atlanta Fed updated their GDP forecast. I don't know what everybody always goes to the Atlanta Fed. I guess they're the one they go to, but they went from negative 1.8 to negative 2.8%. So they do not see, you know, they don't see a rosy future out there. Pending home sales, Joe, rose 2%. There was some good news right there. So that was a little bit better than expected on the pending home sales front. Case, what's that?
I said, okay,
Yep.
yep, get
And
it.
then the Case-Shiller, this is like the gold standard for like price appreciation, and the price index came in at 4.1%. So home values are continuing to go up. Kind of goes with what we were talking about last week in terms of how many basically families are hitting the market and how many homes are being built. There's a big gap right there. Last thing before we get the rates, this was really and we actually had one of our leads kind of, I think, got nailed with this, but student loan delinquencies. Okay. At the end of last year, 2024, was 9.7 million were past due. And if you do have student loans, or you know somebody does have student loans, make sure they are double checking because, they were in deferment for about 3.5 years. Then they had about another year to kind of, as like a warning, hey, get everything going. And some of these student loans are now back. And if you're not making your payments and you get hit with late payments, your credit score is going to take a big hit. So make sure you got student loan debt out there or payments that you're double checking to make sure you got everything set up. So, that little public service announcement. With that being
Right.
said, Mr. Whitlock, let's bring up our fancy new rate sheet we got, and I'll let you dive into rates, my friend.
All right.
Cool.
So what we have here, so what Murphy's showing here is just kind of the general rates
Right.
as of today. I dive into a little bit more on the 3% down. If you're under the 80% AMI, area median income limits, you can get six and a quarter today, 6.25. But you household about 82 to 85 grand, depending on Larimer, Weld County. 5% down, first time home buyer, under 100% AMI income. So that's about 120 grand. Need to be at 6.625 today. And the 15-year fixed is at 5.75. VA loan with zero down is at 599 today with good credit. FHA loan with 3.5% down is at 575 today with good credit. If you're doing an investment purchase, 25% down, you're at 6.875. 20% down, you're at 7.375.
Yeah.
If you do a jumbo, which Murphy has on there, jumbo 30-year fix, assuming good credit, today's at about 6.5. Using an investor of ours has kind of a special right now, and that's what that is representative of.
Yep.
And then cash out to 70% on a primary, you're at 6.625. And cash out to 75% on an investment, you're at 7.25.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Happy National Wear a Hat Day. So everybody
Uh,
loves their
I
hats. Murph, I'm
usually
surprised you don't
wear
have a
hats
hat
on
on right
Fridays. I
now.
don't even have one.
And we were at lunch yesterday, and everybody was saying Happy National Joe Day.
It,
So yesterday was for all the Joes out there. So just want to throw out some love there. Um, a couple good birthdays today. Lady Gaga turns 39 today,
there you go.
and Vince Vaughn, one of our favorites, turns
Oh,
55 today.
Vince Vaughn is 55.
Yep,
Oh my
yep.
God. I remember when Swingers came out. He was in Rudy. Remember he was in Rudy?
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
I can't believe he's 55. That's crazy.
Classics. And then old school. Yeah,
That's
yeah.
crazy. All right. Well, good luck with your brackets this weekend. I'm pretty much done. And
Yeah.
yeah, we'll be back next Friday.
Yeah, enjoy the games, enjoy the weather, even though we may get some rain tomorrow. And thanks for watching.
All right. See you guys.
Take care, guys.